When you travel the world for a year, you see and experience so much, and we want to share our daily travels with you. Unfortunately, a hard drive failure means we have to tell the middle a little bit differently. So, welcome to Storytime with the Happy Hoppies in this edition of The Lost Episodes. So this is our long day of exploring Abu Dhabi. And oh my goodness, just like the amazing buildings they have there and like just the exquisite decorations and everything, it's pretty incredible.
At first we had to figure out the buses, and I don't know why, but it was like a little bit difficult. I think the point for where we were supposed to pick up the bus was like a little bit off on Google Maps.
Yeah.
So we go down there, we're like waiting for a while, and then we ran down to like another spot. Eventually we found a bus that took us down to downtown where all the cool buildings were, and then we just kind of walked all over from there. I don't know how many steps we got in that day, but it was probably one of the tops for the trip. Yeah, and it was hot. And like I said in the last video, we wanted to be respectful of the culture, and so therefore I didn't want to wear shorts, even though it's definitely shorts weather. So I wore pants and a short sleeve shirt, and I was like burning up. And speaking of being respectful of the culture, I did want to mention that in United Arab Emirates, physical displays of affection are really looked down upon. You know, while we were there, Peter and I really didn't hold hands when we were walking, and definitely no kissing in public. You won't get a fine as a tourist, but you could have an officer come up to you, tap you on the shoulder, and just be like, no, you know, so we wanted to avoid that. And also on the buses, men and women do sit separate. United Arab Emirates is super clean, and the reason they keep it so clean is there are fines for littering, for even chewing gum, because they know that the gum might end up, you know, on the ground. It's just things like that to be aware of. So our first stop was one of the grand Abu Dhabi malls. This one was actually called Abu Dhabi Mall. So we got there, went inside, and there were tons of amazing Christmas decorations everywhere. Even the hardest hearts cannot deny the magic in the air. Let us adore Him. Lift up your voices. Sing it out loud. Sing it out clear. Christmas is here. Like in the mall, they actually had some like vendors that came in to sell their local goods, and so it was like a little mini Christmas market inside of the mall. One thing that I was really looking for was I really wanted like a real Christmas cookie, like, you know, the one with, you know, sugar cookie and like decorated like a cute snowman with frosting or something like that. But I couldn't find it anywhere, and I was like, okay, well, there's not here, but there has to be a Christmas cookie somewhere. So as we were wandering that day, you know, Peter was really excited to just, you know, take all the pictures of the buildings, but I was really excited just to find a Christmas cookie. Like, that's all I wanted. I didn't have like exact points that we wanted to go to at that point. I was mainly just kind of looking at the buildings and looking for cool shots. So just kind of going through, exploring beautiful architecture. And we found one little cool park that had a really nice kids playground. And then saw this really tall building that was just towering above everything else. Made our way over to that, found out it was the Mall World Trade Center. So it was the tallest building in Abu Dhabi, but it was only a little over 1,200 feet. Which then later when we went to Dubai, the Burj Khalifa is over twice as high as that tall building. So just kind of put things in perspective a little. So from there, we found this other really cool park near there that had a couple cool sculptures. One of them was kind of like a genie lantern, like what you'd see in Aladdin. You'd expect a little genie to pop out. Come on, Will Smith. No. Wandered around a little bit, took some pictures. Then made our way down to the Emirates Palace.
And oh my goodness, we got there around dusk and it was beautiful. And so you're looking at the Emirates Palace, which is just amazing. And then you turn around and then behind you is the Etihad buildings. And those are also amazing. So those are also like lots of hotels. So we got to like the ritzier part. You know, we were staying in a 4-star hotel. These were the 5-star hotels.
Abu Dhabi and Dubai, I think, have like some 6, and I think Dubai has that 7-star hotel. So who knows? Maybe this was over a 5-star hotel.
You're right. One of the reasons that we really wanted to go in there was just the day before we had been talking to Peter's family, wishing them a Merry Christmas a little bit early, and his brother Michael said, "You have to go. I was reading about this in my business class. There is an ATM that dispenses gold bars." And we found that it was in the Emirates Palace. That's what Google told us. So then we get there and we are searching for this ATM. We see so many ATMs. There are like banks in there, there are businesses in there. I mean, it's a big hotel. But we kept looking, and finally, you know, we asked somebody, we went into one of the banks and we asked somebody, and they said that just like a year previous or something like that, they had taken the ATM down because there had been fraud. And so, sorry Michael, we didn't get your gold bar. But we weren't planning on getting him a gold bar anyways. He's like, just buy me a gold bar and just carry it around with you for the next 6 months and bring it back to me.
Right.
Yeah, we're like, okay. But no, we wanted to see it, but it wasn't there. One of the cafes, like you could get a coffee or like a pastry with gold flakes on it. Like real gold in your coffee. And we didn't get it because one, we were on a budget, and two, I didn't know, like, what is that doing to my body when I'm swallowing gold? I mean, it's very thin flake, but still, I didn't want metal inside of my body. But anyways, the coffee, I think, was like, I don't know, equivalent of like 20 bucks or something like that, 25, and same with the pastry. And we didn't talk about it. We're like, this is the time to do it. And we're like, no.
So we did. So
yeah.
we went back outside and enjoyed some more lights because now it's darker, and so the lights are really popping against the darker background. The entrance for the Emirates Palace was really cool. They had these lights that would light up the entrance, and it would change colors. So you have like blue, red, purple, all these different colors. It's really cool. And then, turn across the street again to the Etihad Towers and enjoy those a little bit. And then we looked way on down to our right, and you could see this mall way on down the way. So we hiked all the way down to the Marina Mall.
Oh, that's right. We didn't even get a bus.
No, yeah, we hiked all the way down there. We were like, hey, this is a good little walk, and it might take forever to find a bus. Who knows how long we'll be waiting.
Right, because we had waited so long for buses earlier that day. We're like, honestly, we could just get there faster.
Yeah, and it was beautiful. It was, a nice evening walk along the water. I mean,
it was gorgeous.
We both love water, and so walking along the water, we're like, this is a nice, relaxing walk.
And it was cooler at that time at night.
Exactly. Yeah, so we're like, let's just enjoy a nice evening stroll. So we strolled on down to that mall.
They had a Ferris wheel and decorated for Christmas, and it was really amazing malls. Like, that's just so cool. Like, even if you're not gonna buy anything, like we didn't buy anything, but just to go into these malls, it's gorgeous. Oh, and I did want to interject here. At the mall, we saw these teenage boys in the traditional Emirati robe, which is called a kandora. And it was funny because they were just like going up and down the escalator. They were like hanging on it, like as the escalator was going down. We were in like a more secluded part of the mall. It was just so funny because you know what? Anywhere, boys will be boys.
Now we took, was it a bus or an Uber we took back?
I think we got an Uber.
I think we got an Uber.
Because we were tired of waiting on buses forever.
And it was getting late, and Lisa was wanting to, she was done with all the buildings.
Yeah.
She didn't find her cookies.
I didn't buy my cookie!
So I think we took an Uber back to the hotel.
Yeah.
And when we got back, that gold building that I mentioned the other day that we saw during the daytime was all lit up now at night with the UAE flag on the side. So really, really cool.
And join us in the next video as we have Christmas in Abu Dhabi. See ya!